It's the 13th of November, 2023, 9:30 in the morning, and I'm in a clinic in Geneva, in Switzerland. And 3 days ago, I had surgery to remove my prostate gland, which had been diagnosed with cancer a few months back. And having gone through the whole thing, I thought it might be useful to document this and let people know what it's like to go through this thing. It might be useful. A lot of men get this when they get older, and maybe like me, you would be unaware of what this is all about and what's involved, and is it scary? Is it not scary? So I'm going to put together a little vlog about it, and I'll probably ramble on a bit, but I'll try and edit it together so it's not too boring, and I hope it will prove useful for anybody who wants to know more about it. It's not going to be all that technical, because if you want all the technical stuff, you can Google it. But it's just my experience of finding out about this, first of all, and then dealing with it and deciding what to do, and the tests I had to go through to get where I am now, where the job is done and I'm recovering very well, actually. And hopefully I'll be out of this clinic in a few days, and then it will be onward and upward again and carry on. The prostate gland is a small little gland, apparently about the size of a walnut, which only men have. And it's in there, and what it does, it apparently controls the sperm that comes out through your penis. So that's why only men have it. I had heard about a prostate gland when I was younger, and I sort of had an idea of what it was, but I mean, I wasn't interested. And I think a lot of men, especially younger men, would not be interested. And I mean, why would you? But I suppose it's when you get over 50, I think, you need to start checking these things, and check them in time so that you can deal with them if there's an issue. Because I worked for the UN for a long time and I did a lot of traveling, I was required to have a medical every year for insurance purposes. And so the medical, you get all the bloods done and all that. And so every year you get the results and they say, yeah, that's fine, everything's good. But earlier this year, it said, yeah, everything's fine, but your PSA number is too high. And I said, PSA, what's that? I hadn't a clue. So PSA number is connected with your prostate gland. And without going into it too much, that number should be low. And if it's high, it's a flag, it's an indicator that something could be wrong. So what they do is they normally say, okay, well, look, the number can go up and down a bit, so get another blood test done in 2 months, and then we'll have another look. And so I did, and the number was still high. And then they said, okay, now we need to have a look at this. So I had an MRI done, and sure enough, they said, uh-oh, it looks like you've got prostate cancer. So the next step was to have a biopsy, where they cut out little bits out of your prostate, and they examine them under a microscope, and they say, yeah, definitely you've got cancer cells, and we need to do something about it. The question then is what to do. And that depends what stage the cancer is at. Now, this cancer is very slow moving. It's not an aggressive cancer like pancreatic cancer, for example. So normally, if you have medical checks regularly and these blood tests, they will catch this cancer before it spreads too far and before it spreads outside the prostate gland and into your lymph nodes and into your bones, which then becomes serious. So in my case, I was told that it hadn't spread outside the prostate, and therefore, because of my age, I'm 69, that I was young enough to have surgery to remove it. Now, you can also have radiotherapy. There are a few solutions, and they all have side effects and they all have issues. So I went into all of them with my urologist, and he said, look, you're young enough to have surgery. And he said, that's what I'd recommend. And I agreed. I just wanted to get this thing out of me and feed it to the pigs somewhere and be done with it and get on with life. So I was happy enough with his expert advice. I did get a second opinion, which agreed with the first opinion. So after that, it was a question of just setting up the operation. You have to do a pre-op medical a week before to make sure that you're generally healthy enough to just have an operation, right? The operation itself, I can just give you a quick look there, look. It's robotic surgery. So they make 6 holes in you. The big one in the middle, that's where they pull out the prostate gland when they chop it out. The other holes are for machinery to go in and do the stuff, etc. So the robotic surgery is the way to go. They don't have to cut you open like they used to have to do this. And so I made an appointment and got all organised and came in here, and I had this surgery done 3 days ago. And it's a normal sort of surgery. I mean, you come in pre-med, they bring you down, they knock you out for 4 hours, and then you're back up in the ward again, and it's over. Recovery from the surgery, it's like any other surgery, I suppose. I mean, you can expect to be in hospital for about up to 4 or 5 days. And because of the type of surgery it is, you're going to have to wear a catheter which goes into your bladder and lets all the pee out until it sort of all heals up inside. And normally that's in for 5 days, I think. And after that, then, things should get back to normal and you should be fine. I'm in a very good clinic here in Geneva. The staff are great. The nurses are mostly French and they're really nice. And the surgeon is very good, the urologist. I won't mention the name of the clinic because probably for legal reasons, but I'm very happy with it. And that's probably all I want to say, is just to give you my experience of having the surgery done. It was painless enough as surgery goes, and I was very happy with it, and I feel fine. I'm on the road to recovery, and I think definitely the advice is to have a medical check, certainly a blood test once a year, to see how this PSA number is. And if it's too high, your doctor will tell you to go and see a urologist and get it checked out. And then the sooner you do that, the sooner you will be able to treat it. And like I say, it's apparently a slow-moving cancer. So if you catch it early, you'll be able to treat it either by surgery or radiotherapy. So there you go. I shall leave it there.